Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Republican officials laughing at their base and how they might have overplayed their hand and how the Republican base might actually see through it this time. Because this isn't just a case of it being super obvious, it's also a situation where people called it out before it happened. And it's a very short time frame to try to pivot in the way that they're pivoting. I think for once, while the Republican officials, Republican politicians are up there laughing about how gullible and how easy to manipulate their base is, I think their base might actually catch it this time. We have talked at length about how the Republican Party intentionally tanked the bipartisan Senate deal so they could maintain their issue with the border. You know, they negotiated, they got what they wanted, and then they were like, no, we don't actually want that. And the reason is Trump needs a campaign issue. Trump needs a chaotic border. He doesn't want anything that the Republican Party says they want to enact. He doesn't actually want it enacted, because if it gets enacted, he doesn't have anything to scare the easily manipulated with. He doesn't have anything to trick the gullible with. He doesn't have that. So he needs a chaotic border. And we said that they were going to run on that. That they were going to tank the deal and then run on this issue because they don't have any policy. They don't have anything that's actually going to help the average American. All they have is fear. So you can't take away that fear. You can't get rid of that because then they don't have anything to run on. So here's the thing. The ads have already started. The ads have already started. Mike Johnson. Now, to my way of thinking, Trump is the person who actually tanked the bipartisan Senate deal. Okay, but public face, it was Mike Johnson. This is an ad from Mike Johnson. It's not even up for debate anymore. That's how it starts off there. And then there's, this thing, and it says, basically says the administration, quote, created the border crisis through a series of executive actions. Okay. And then help the House GOP hold them accountable and secure our border. They're already running on it. For them to be this cynical, they have to believe that their base is the most ignorant group of people on the planet. They are still actively working against the border deal, the Senate bipartisan package. They're still actively working against it in the House, in the Senate, up on Capitol Hill. They're still fighting against it. But here they're already running ads saying, hey, we'll fix that border for you. Be scared. Be scared. That's how you'll obey us. That's how we'll keep you under control. We'll keep you afraid. For them to try this in such short order, it means that they believe their base is way more gullible, way more easily manipulated than I believe. I think they can see through this. I think they'll understand that they've been duped, they've been played for the last 8 years, that this whole thing was manufactured to scare them, to manipulate them, to trick them. And if you can't see that, where they're saying, oh, well, we want to do this. This is what we promised to do as soon as we get elected. We could do it right now, this second. There's even a bill to do it. But we don't want to do it now. We want to wait until we're reelected to do it. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. None of their policy benefits you. Their talking points are just used to scare you and manipulate you. It's fear-mongering at its finest. We talked about it, and it wasn't just this channel. Everybody called this. They were going to start campaigning on it. They were going to start running ads saying that they had to secure the border, and that was going to be their promise for 2024, while they're actively tanking their own deal. They're lying to their base, and I think this time they're doing it in such a quick turnaround, their base will see through it. At least I'm hopeful. If they don't, if the base doesn't see through it, then we have to increase funding to education. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.